So, there's this idea about teaching men how not to rape. Yeah, I can safely say with great confidence that this is probably one of the most stupidest, most idiotic ideas that I've ever heard of or that's ever come to light. Te- you know, it's essentially like saying let's well, that's not a great comparison, but it's like take a rapist for example, okay? And you're going to try to teach a rapist how not to rape. That's like trying to take a bomb and trying to tell it to not explode. Okay, the point is that you can tell a rapist to not rape someone and explain to them why it's wrong all you want, but most of the time they're gonna rape someone anyways because they don't give a shit, because they're fucked up in the head, because because antisocial personality disorder and other things like that, they're fucked up in the head. They're gonna rape. They have little to no conscience. They're gonna rape anyways. So explaining to a rapist, not to rape and why you shouldn't rape is fucking pointless. That's why we put them in jail and prison. Okay? And then the disgusting assumption of teaching men how not to rape, because normal people, okay, both men and women, know that rape is fucking wrong. One of the worst things you can do to a human being, like probably second to murder. Okay, most rational people with a conscience know that rape is fucking wrong. Okay, so teaching people how not to rape, or I guess teach men how not to rape, is just completely fucking pointless, because most men know that raping is fucking wrong and a terrible thing to do, an illegal thing to do. And a rapist is going to rape someone regardless of how much you tell them that it's wrong, because again, they don't have that sense of conscience, they don't have empathy, most of them don't have conscience or empathy or anything like that. And then there's, you can talk about the assumption, that feminists make, that it's only men who rape people, and that, no one talks about how, yes, it's actually possible for a woman to actually rape a man, or the fact that men actually get raped almost just as much if you consider prisons and jail and all that other stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the dumbest ideas that's come alive in the past 5-10 years. How recently with the uprising of the third wave feminism, and yeah, I mean that's really all there is to say. I mean, I don't need statistics or an article to explain why this idea is pointless. Okay, it's like teaching people how not to murder. Okay, teaching people how not to commit a murder. Okay. Most people, like I said before, most normal, rational people with a sense of empathy and conscience are going to know that murdering someone is not okay, that it's a terrible fucking thing to do. One of the worst things you could do to a person, if not the worst, okay? With rape being a possible second. Or just as equally as bad, because they really are in a way. In fact, it might actually, well, I won't get into that, but yeah, basically, you're going up to a cold-blooded murderer and trying to explain to them why you shouldn't murder someone. Do you think that's going to make a fucking difference? I'd say 98% of the time it's not going to make a difference, because again, they lack empathy, they don't have a conscience, they don't have those thoughts of, oh, this is wrong, I shouldn't do this. They're completely fucked up in the head. So this idea that you can teach a rapist not to rape, or a murderer not to murder, or something like that, is ridiculous. And the assumption that it's only men that actually rape is ridiculous as well. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting assumption brought on by an ignorant group of people, third wave feminists, and the assumption that men don't get raped, or the assumption that women can't rape. Okay, you really think a woman can't drug a man's drink, and then once she's got him, incapacitated, she can't take advantage of him too? Because that can happen as well. It may not happen, men, it may not happen as much as, like, you might see, like, men, you know, being the rapists to the women more, but that doesn't mean that women can't rape men too sometimes. And it doesn't mean that men don't get raped, because again, prison, jail, all that stuff. So yeah, teach men how not to rape. It's a fucking stupid idea. I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to say that it is, but I'm pretty sure there's been like colleges and there's classes in colleges on teach men not to rape and stuff. I'm pretty sure there is, and I'm not going to say there is, but it wouldn't surprise me if there actually is, and there probably is. So I would also say that if you're taking a class on teaching men how not to rape, or teaching someone how not to rape in general, I think it's a fucking waste of time, because if you know what rape is, and you have any level of conscience or empathy, then you probably know that it's wrong and that you probably shouldn't do that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Wanted to make a video on this topic for a while, but I didn't know how to get around to it. I kind of lacked the confidence, but I'm getting a little bit more confident with these videos, so I'm finding that I can more confidently approach these topics. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video, and I will talk to you guys later. So, peace, and have a good day.